Hi everybody and welcome back. This is part 2 of a multi-part webinar or video that talks about the stages of a lawsuit. What are the stages? Because one of the most frequently asked questions that clients ask us as their attorneys is they say, what is the status of my case? What stage is my case in? And what was the stage before? What's the stage after? They want to know where their case is in the process. So we talked about the first part of the process, which was the pre-litigation or investigation stage. And now we're on to the second part of the process, which is the complaint or lawsuit stage. So during this stage, what we do is we draft a summons and complaint, we file it with the court, we get an index number, then a process server will serve the complaint onto the defendants, and the defendants will have 30 days to answer the complaint. An answer is just a legal piece of paper, usually that says they either deny knowledge or information, or they deny something else. But basically it's just a bunch of denials. And then sometimes they'll have what are known as affirmative defenses, where they'll say our affirmative defense, which the defendants now have to prove, will be something like the plaintiff did something wrong, right? Our client did something wrong. Like for example, if it's a trip and fall case and we sue a building for having a hole in front of their building on the sidewalk and our client tripped there, their affirmative defense would be, well, the plaintiff should have watched where he was going. So that's an answer. And then once we get the answer, we'll do a bill of particulars where we answer certain questions. They'll send us a demand for a bill of particulars where they ask us questions like, what is the client's name? What is their date of birth? What is the negligence? Like, what did we do wrong? And we have to specify that. What are the injuries? And we have to give them all the diagnosis of all the medical injuries and other questions like that. Lost wages and collateral sources, other questions like that. So once we respond to all those questions, we can then file what's known as an RJI, a request for judicial intervention. And it sounds like a complicated thing, but all it is we're asking a judge to get involved and we're asking a judge to be assigned to the case. And then what that does is it triggers a preliminary conference, which is the very first scheduling order where we show up on behalf of our client, the defense team, sometimes it's one defendant, sometimes it's multiple. Like in a medical malpractice case, you could have 10 doctors in a hospital and you have like 10 lawyers show up and they all have insurance companies and they show up, the lawyers do before the judge, and the judge does a scheduling order. And then that'll be the schedule for that set for the case. So I hope this has been helpful. This is just a brief explanation of the second part of the legal process, which is the complaint stage, where we actually file the lawsuit in court. And one of the reasons we have to file a lawsuit is because it's a big case and we can't agree upon an amount in pre-litigation. Only from our experience doing this 20 years, only small cases usually can be resolved before filing a lawsuit, because on a larger case that's worth, let's say, millions of dollars, it's very rare that the insurance company is just going to fork over that kind of money, like 7 figures. They're going to want to do more of an investigation. They're going to want to do depositions. They're going to want the client to see their doctor, the insurance company's defense medical doctor. And so you're going to have to get into the lawsuit process. So this is the beginning of the lawsuit process, the filing of the lawsuit. I hope it's been helpful. Feel free to ask any questions. Click subscribe to our channel so you can get more videos. Click notifications so that you'll be notified and you don't miss any videos. And feel free to ask any questions, and included in that is if you want to have your questions answered, we'd be happy to make a video that answers the most popular questions that we get from viewers like you. Thank you so much and have a great day.